all know I'm the perpetual early bird, except for when I'm not early and then I'm late, like way late. So we're going to go through emerging digital trends to watch. So first of all, hi, I'm Lisa Benson, the proud owner of Debella Designs and the Digital Trifecta, where we help businesses scale their business and scale their leads through using Go High Level and using innovative digital marketing strategies. We all know that the realm of digital marketing is growing exponentially. There's a lot of buzzwords out there. There's a lot of things out there that are great. There's a lot of things that aren't great. We're going to dive into those today. So, first of all, marketing is dynamic. It can't be stagnant. If as soon as it's stagnant, you lose the attention of the people that you are talking to. The only constant you change, or the only thing that you encounter in marketing that is consistent is change. The only constant is change. We've heard that many times before. As we navigate through the ever evolving strategy, we need to make sure that we're adapting and we're ahead of the trends and ahead of the curve. So that way you're taking advantage of it rather than trying to figure it out. It's imperative for your survival and growth to be ahead of the trends, or at least following the trends and being on trend. But you want to stand out. You want to create a ripple. You want to be the one that creates the ripple. You don't want to be the one that's flowing with the tide. So things that you got to watch out for in the accelerating technology with all this innovation that we have going on is consumer trends and consumer behaviors. Those are pretty standard. And if you're watching your audience, you're talking to the people, you're asking what they need rather than you determining what they need, you're going to be able to serve them all the more. So with the digital marketing industry today, and we will tomorrow and so on, because it's always changing, that you have to transcend the traditional boundaries in marketing and have a lot of tools and a lot of things in your place and a lot of things in place and a lot of strategies. So I'm going to pretty much revert to Go High Level whenever I'm talking about tools for your platform. You're able to monitor a lot of things and do a lot of things with Go High Level. We probably should do a live just on that, but there's so much data out there. I don't just want to be another person screaming into the void. So Go High Level is an amazing platform that is all encompassing. So I track all my marketing through there. I use it for my email software. I use it for my business invoicing, everything. I'm able to do it from there because it is so robust. There's some pitfalls, as are other things. I'm thinking about adding in ManyChat. So I have a chat technology. I know that you can do this with Go High Level, so I'm going to look into that a little bit more, and I'll give you more detail as I know more. But the big thing is being able to solidify my platform. I can take time to optimize everything else because I'm not trying to be on 12 platforms at once as far as the tools that I'm using. Now, I do focus on creating content for different platforms. You got to focus on content or creating content where your client is. You want to make sure that you are putting content up where they are and in a way that they're going to digest it. So this may take off on YouTube. It may not. This may take off on Facebook. It may not. It may take off on Instagram. It may not. It depends on who's watching, when they want to watch, and if they like the content. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the rise of AI and machine learning. So many people think that AI is a buzzword. It's not. It's around. It's going to be around. There's some memes out there where people joke about you should say please and thank you to your AI, your chat, as it's developing it. I personally do, not because I think when the cyborgs rise up and they're going to take over, I just want to make sure that it's a habit in my everyday life that I'm grateful, and gratitude's important to me. So saying please and thank you is a way of showing gratitude. AI and machine learning are not just buzzwords. They're revolutionizing the fabric of how we do marketing. It's enabling us to do a lot more with a lot less and create a level of personalization that we didn't used to think was possible. AI is driving the algorithms right now. So if you are not on trend, you are going to be left behind. So it's taking and analyzing what people are talking about. They're using the interactions and how things are going to develop the content that they're creating for you, which you still need to go in and tailor. It shouldn't be so cold and stoic. Granted, you can train your AI. You still need to make sure that you're reading it to make sure it makes sense. It looks at not only all of the things that are going on, the highly personalized experience, but it also checks out the preferences, behaviors, and historical interactions of you and your audience. The personalization extends across the various facets of marketing, from custom-tailored email marketing campaigns to speaking directly to the user's interest. Using this, you can build dynamic website content that can really give you real-time visitor behavior. Beyond personalization, AI and ML are powering content to creation to are powerful content creation tools. What I may even say powering. They generate engaging copy. Granted, it's only as intelligent as what you feed it, but it can create engaging copies, headlines, and even articles, significantly reducing the time it takes you to do things and the resources that are required. It can do predictive analysis, which is another huge gift for all of us in the marketing field and in the business space. It allows marketers to forecast future consumer behaviors, purchasing patterns, and trends, enabling businesses to strategize how they can proactively get ahead of things rather than being reactionary. Imagine the efficiency of planning inventory, content, and campaigns, knowing where your audience is and when they're going to crave it next and what they're going to crave next. We're moving into a place of voice search optimization, which a lot of us have Alexa in our home, Siri, Google Assistant. Voice search is becoming, actually Siri just turned on. That's so ironic. Voice search is becoming a staple of our daily lives. It's a shift that requires a reevaluation of your SEO. And the reason why we have to do that is because it needs to be in a more conversational tone and voice queries. Optimizing your voice search means focusing on long tail keywords and phrases that mimic natural speech, as well as ensuring your content directly answers the type of questions users are going to ask out loud. So think about what you ask. I'm not going to say her name right now because she'll go off. We'll say Alexa. Alexa, can you give me the answer to blank? Or Alexa, what is blank? Does blankety blank 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 do blank? I know that's simplifying and putting blanks in there, but whatever. Local SEO has become really crucial in the context of voice search. So many voice queries are location-based, like what are the hours for the nail shop near me? How long will it take me to get here? What is it that this business has to offer? Can you tell me if blank is open right now? For me, it's hours based. I'll fully admit it. But also, what's their biggest seller, especially if you're ordering from a new restaurant you haven't gone to before. So ensuring your business's local listings are up to date and optimized across the platforms is huge. Incorporating structured data markups to better define and categorize your site's content is also important. So the algorithms know how to read the data you have on your site. So now let's get into interactive and immersive content. A lot of people are finding, or they focus solely on engagement, or they focus solely on just churning out content. You want to kind of find the happy medium. In the digital age where attention is the new currency, interactive and immersive content like augmented reality, AR, virtual reality, VR, and 360-degree videos are emerging as a powerful tool. These technologies offer users not only information, but experiences and exploration, whether it's trying to get a pair of glasses before you purchase, or exploring holiday destinations with a 360-degree booking. So when you're on Airbnb, you're looking around. When you're looking on realtor sites, they give you the chance to do the 360 view. I got these on Zulu, and I was able to actually see my face with these glasses on before I purchased them. Brands that embrace these formats are creating deeply engaging and memorable experiences to those people who are purchasing. So they're going to be repeat buyers. They're not only entertained, but they're also educated and persuaded at the same time. These technologies have become really accessible and widespread, and they present a unique opportunity for brands to stand out and connect with your audience or their audience on a whole new level. Video content. We talked about this last week. Video content is huge and it's reigning supreme right now in the digital marketing space. When you think about people like Gary Vee, Mel Robbins, Eric Thomas, I know those are some big names. They are on video and they're turning out quite a bit of content on the regular. And it's really important to understand why this works. It's because it's a dynamic ability to weave your stories. Storytelling is huge, evoking emotion and conveying information in an engaging manner. So if somebody is pretty boring on how they present, you might not watch their content. You may. Some people like boring content. They like to think about how people who they want to know why somebody's not inflecting or things like that. So there's room. I love saying huge today, I guess. There's a lot of room for growth in what you do on digital marketing in video content specific. There are some people that do faceless content, which has a place there, and some people aren't comfortable being the attractive character. You just have to decide what's right for your business and what's right for your audience and what's going to generate that trust so that they purchase from you. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels have further amplified the impact of videos, offering marketers an innovative way to reach a younger demographic and tap into the viral trends. The strength of the video lies in the versatility. From short form, snackable content. So can I eat it? Can I bite into this in a 30-second piece of content? Well, I have a 3-minute piece of content. Is the shorter the content, the more people are watching, the more the algorithm likes the fact that somebody's watched your video from beginning to end. Snackable content grabs the attention to longer in-depth pieces that build the connection. So somebody starts following me because I was doing 10-second videos. Then I started doing 30-second videos. They're going to hang on. And if they really like my content, they're going over to my YouTube channel and they're digesting the long form content. Or they're going to my website and reading my blogs because they now have a connection with me. I want you to remember that video is a powerful medium for storytelling, and that drives brand awareness, faster community, and even can influence your purchasing decisions. How many of you guys have fallen victim to TikTok shop? I know I have. More than once. As consumers' preferences increasingly lean towards video because of that relationship and the connection, integrating that into your marketing strategy is super beneficial, but it's also essential in being competitive and relevant. Influencer marketing evolution. We have seen it. TikTok brought the rise of the influencers. They were already there, but more people are becoming influencers. And I actually think that that's what digital marketing is about. It's a facet of digital marketing, but it's not the whole piece. There's a landscape of influencer marketing in it, and it's undergoing a significant transformation right now with the market shift towards micro and niche influencers. So not those big, huge 100, 200, 300 million people followers. We're looking at smaller audiences, but connected audiences. You're going to see that somebody with that smaller audience is going to have more impact on your business, or can have more impact on your business if they are the right fit for your business. This evolution underscores the growth and demand of authenticity and relatability in your marketing partnerships. Micro-influencers, often with a smaller but highly engaged following, can offer your brand a level of trust and credibility that resonates more authentically with their audience. This is just the formal way of saying what I just said. I might have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 followers, but people are liking and engaging with my content on the regular. If that's happening, I'm having more impact with those. Somebody could have 1 million followers, but only 7 people like their posts. Sometimes that makes you go, how did they get this 1 million followers? Did they buy them? Because that was something in the past with Instagram. But now what you're actually seeing is that people follow people, and based on your algorithms and likes, you might not see somebody that you followed in the past unless you're specifically looking for them. Now we're going to get into, let's talk about the keys to success for that first. The key to success in the influencer marketing is to build genuine, transparent partnerships that feel like less like a transaction and more like a recommendation coming from a trusted friend. I'm trying to think of stuff on TikTok that would have that. There's a lot of makeup influencers. Oh, you like the laser, that purple handheld laser. They actually have a lot of user-generated content that is influencer marketing content. And the reason people are purchasing it is because they actually feel the connection because it's coming from a trusted influencer or a trusted person in their circle. So now we're going to go to privacy first marketing. With data, we've got to be safe. There's GDPR and CCPA. So I want you guys to make sure that your website has the alerts on it. You have all the things that you need. Your emails have all the things that you need, so that no matter what, you're demonstrating that you're putting privacy as the priority. Social commerce and shoppable posts. We're all seeing sponsored images, sponsored ads everywhere. Those fall under this. Social platforms have evolved from a mere channel for discovering and engaging to fully fledged shopping destinations. This transformation epitomizes the rise of social commerce and shoppable posts, which streamline the shopping experience by allowing the users to make the purchase directly within the platform. So Instagram shop, TikTok shop, Facebook has some shopping stuff on it. Pinterest has some things on it. They all have a facet of this. You just need to think about how you want to present them. Features like Instagram shoppable tags and Pinterest buyable pins bridge the gap between discovering and purchasing, creating a seamless path that's going to lead to conversions. Way more conversions. Doesn't lead to all paths don't lead to conversions, but a lot of them do. The integration of commerce, e-commerce or social commerce into social platforms offers marketers a powerful tool to capitalize on impulse buying behaviors. You're capitalizing on the dopamine hits. So if you're a company that's got something that you really want to get in front of people, social commerce, as social commerce continues to grow, integrating these features into your marketing strategy can unlock new opportunities for engagement and sales. So we need to, when we're building out a marketing plan and a sales plan, we need to think about where and how we want to sell something through social commerce. When is the time to be hitting stuff for the summer, right? We're looking at summer right now. So if you've got saris, sarongs, things that you can use for the beach, now would be the time that I'd start priming the pump for the social commerce, because people are going to be ready for May and have their summertime here in the States. I want to make sure that you guys are ready for that. Content personalization and segmentation. This specifically for me deals a lot with email. So many things are coming out generic, right? With AI, one of the things, because people aren't going in and editing it, they're not tailoring marketing messages. And if they do, that's great. That's what we want them to do. But a lot of people, there are still people that do generic messaging, and we need to replace that with the demand for personal content that meets individuals where they are. So where is your buyer? Where are they online? Are they in the store? What is it that we need? Do you need it on XM radio? Something like that. Thanks to advancement in analytics and data collection technologies, we can tailor campaigns and strategies with incredible precision, and we can make the minutiae of changes that we need to get your campaign to rise, ensuring every piece of content speaks directly to the viewer, their interest, needs, and what stage they are in the journey. This level of personalization is achieved through segmentation, dividing your audience into distinct groups based on behaviors, demographics, and preference. By figuring all this out, you can craft a message that resonates with them at a personal level. Significantly boosting your engagement and conversion rates. Personalized content isn't just preferred, it's expected right now. And we're marketing a shift towards a more empathetic and user-centric marketing strategy. That kind of goes back a little bit to what we talked about with the user-generated content. The more people that can sing your praise and sing it authentically, the better it is for you. And the way to do that is through personalized messages that we can come up with doing segmentation. Sustainable and ethical marketing. There's something to be said about being ethical and sustainable in the current climate that we have going on. In today's marketplace of values, the values a brand represents can be just as important as the products and services they offer. I'm actually in a group right now that I asked what are some issues they're dealing with in their business right now. And one of the gentlemen had stated that veterans, using that you're a veteran-owned business doesn't actually have an impact anymore. That it can for a lot of people, and it may not for a lot of people. You have to make sure that you're speaking authentically and true to yourself. But also, that is part of who you are. That's not the full identity. If you make that your brand's identity, it could be very off-putting to some people. So remember, if you're new to marketing and you need a little bit of data, start reading some of Donald Miller's books where he talks about the hero and the guide. Those are very essential in how you prepare your content so that you're preparing it in a way that's digestible, but also makes the buyer or the reader feel like you're speaking to them instead of for them. All right, off that soapbox. Consumers are increasingly making choices based on their values and supporting brands that commit to sustainable practices, ethical sourcing, and transparent operations. And this shift challenges marketers to not only promote their offerings, but also communicate the brand's commitment to making a positive impact in the world. Embracing sustainability and ethical marketing is not merely a trend. It's not going away. It's a movement towards a more conscientious consumerism, urging brands to act as a steward to better the planet and society as a whole. Omni-channel marketing strategies. I love omni-channel marketing strategies. You'll hear me talk about that on and off throughout the next year with these lives. The concept of omni-channel marketing transcends the use of multiple platforms to reach audience. It's about delivering a unified, cohesive experience that seamlessly integrates across all touch points. So when you're developing your strategy, you want to talk to your Facebook audience different than your Instagram audience, different than your magazine audience, different than your podcast digesters. All of those need to be tailored. The messaging, the heart of the message can be the same, but the content itself needs to be tailored for the platform you're on. An effective omni-channel marketing strategy removes the friction from the customer journey. You're kind of guiding them along, making it effortless for the consumer to move between channels while maintaining the context of their interaction. This approach not only enhances customer satisfaction, but also builds the loyalty by demonstrating an understanding and a respect for the customer's time and presence. In a world where consumers' attention is so short and fragmented across various media platforms, omnichannel marketing ensures your brand remains relevant to them, accessible to them, and engaging to them, regardless of how or where they're digesting the content. So we talked a little bit about all the things that we need to do and all the trends that are happening in marketing, digital trends in marketing and digital marketing. One of the things I want to make sure that you focus on is being authentic to you, making the client and their story a big part of what you do. Because if you're constantly talking about I, me, and not them and they, are you experiencing I have too is okay, because you're saying, are you experiencing this situation? I did too. I struggled with it, and these are the 5 things that I did to overcome it, is a simplified way to say it. You want to make sure that your brand presents in the way that you want it to. It's authentic, like I said. You want to make sure you're living your values. I talked about that before with the Army uses the acronym leadership, loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Those were things that I came to the Army with, but they also are what I live by and who I find most truthful to me. Stand in your presence. If you are a marketer, be on the voice for your clients. If you are, just be authentically you. And if you're struggling, just ask people for help. I'm available. In the past, we said hit us up at team @ but please hit us up at support at debelladesigns.com, and I will be able to answer the questions for you. I kind of ride that inbox quite regularly, or you can DM us on any platform. I won't be on next week. I'm actually going to a friend of mine's wedding, so I hope you guys have the most fantastic week, and I shall talk to you soon.